and I need 5 improvers on stage. I need all improvers.
That's a better idea.
All right. So a little bit more than 5.
Yeah, improv!
Wow. Okay. So we're gonna, Okay, can everybody just shout die to practice quickly? Yeah! This game is called Story Story. Okay, and so what's going to happen is they're going to tell a story, and I will be pointing to all the improvers, and when I will be switching as the story is progressing. And if I switch improvers, which I will mid-sentence most of the time, if they stumble, if they say something that doesn't make any sense, if there's a grammatic flop of sorts, you guys are going to shout. So, for example,
and then she,
Okay, so when he does that, she's gonna die. Okay, so I need a title for a story from here. We'll extend it. War and Peace.
That's all I got.
What was that? War and Peace.
Sea monkey.
War and Peace.
War and
War and Peace. War and Peace. War and Peace. War and Peace.
finally someone understands.
Yeah. War and Peace.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna hear War and Peace.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
The peas were growing on the trees.
And on the stools. And on the stools of the trees.
In the bathroom.
There were many other peas and types and kinds and flavors and colors and all sorts of different peas. But they didn't look or different. It was a very odd thing. See, they kind of looked like each other, but not like really like, ooh.
We got a lot of people killed.
Margaret the Munchard liked peas so much that he went into the bathroom and marked up every pea on the floor. Margaret was a really masculine man. Peas! Margaret screamed. No, And like all masculine men, Margaret wanted only one thing in the world, and that was a big truck.
Big truck.
Preferably with a V8 engine.
And peas for tires.
And one of those big 2-tire things in the back.
And a bobblehead of a...
And a truck bed full of peas.
Nodding.
Shindig! This truck that he was looking for had a giant bottle
Head.
of Mean Joe Green.
Name us. What's his favorite?
Dog shit.
Dog shit.
Luckily, Mrs. Billy Bob Thornton happened to have.
Brenda.
So you're expecting me probably to kill more, but instead we're going to take those remaining 5 people and do a little hoedown.
Oh.
Okay, so I need a new topic for a hoedown. You guys can the corpses part. You can stay there. Just stay there.
Soup of the day.
Something broad.
Soup of the day.
Joel. Dancing.
That's not enough.
Okay, but that works. That's simple enough. Dancing. I want a hoedown about dancing. We will go twice around, starting with Brandon and moving to right. We will go through twice. And you guys know the drill. The dancing. Hold on. Ha! In the land of Ire, I knew a bonny lass. Every time I went by her, I smacked her bonny ass. Every time I saw her, she wasn't there prancing. I said to her, that's not really dancing. As I jumped and pranced, they yelled, hey Bert. Yes, I'm doing that because it's starting to hurt. I couldn't understand why Juanita wanted me to stop. Then I realized I was standing on her inner
no other. And then, as I was dancing, I realized that it was my mother. Well, I like to do the salsa and I like to do the jig. There ain't a type of dancing that I do so very dig. I wanna know if you will be tall and bring me to the Viennese Falls. Are we still around?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm giving up legends here. Well, I gotta sing another rhyme. I didn't realize I was going a second time. Good thing I know how to think on my feet. Now I'm going to take a seat. I was raging one day out at the club. I jumped on this chick's ass and started to rub. I really realized this was a hot chick until I reached around and felt her massive dick.
There are lots of things I like and that's the dance. When I get up on the stage, I just can't help but prance. You know what? I like nachos, but not as much as I like chachos.
Back in middle school, they had those things called hops. They were kind of cool until the beat dropped. Well, I enjoyed it, and what you don't understand, I couldn't help but feel this girl's sweaty hands. Hey!
Well, that always makes me really happy. I don't mean to be rude and I don't mean to be sappy. I don't mean to sappy and I don't mean to be rude. But my favorite type of dancing's the one I do horizontally in the nude.